Off the juice, coding got me tripping. Cut the coupe, Walker roof is missing.
What's good, y'all? What it be? What it do? Welcome back to another Sunday Talks. What's it called? Disclaimer? I guess that's the right word. If I seem kinda off, it's because I'm very, exhausted. Physically, I've been having, a fair amount of problems, sleep-wise, and mentally, I've just been stressing a lot. And then emotionally, depression kinda kicks my ass at the same time, so it's hard to try to balance it all out and, try to push through, but, it is what it is. I'm not trying to, sugarcoat and ask for pity. That's far from what I'm trying to do, but I figure, hey, the whole point of the Sunday Talks is to, be more open, spread in a sense of awareness, and also to help people, come out themselves and, help people as a whole, you know what I mean? That's the whole point of what I want to do with the community, so figure, hey, I'll be honest with you guys, when I have my off days, and I expect the same back from you guys. Of course, I'm not gonna force you. I'm not gonna hold you at gunpoint or something and be like, oh, you gotta tell me. Definitely not what I'm gonna do. But I just want you guys to, in a sense, feel welcome here, and you know what I mean. If you guys want to talk at all, or I just want you to understand clearly that you are more than welcome to talk. You're more than welcome. You know what I mean, to be here, in a sense, of course. Now, I get the fact that also it's just a YouTube channel and it's not that serious. In a way, a lot of people think like that. I'm not trying to say you do, but I'm saying a lot of people, in a sense, already think like that. And while it's just a YouTube channel, the human-to-human interaction is not just YouTube channel, in a sense. So, I hope to impact the people who watch my videos. I hope to impact your life, in a positive way. Aside from all that mess of an intro, I hope you guys are doing very good. To be truthful, actually, I'm recording this video on a Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. But the only reason why I'm doing that is because I'm going to start recording in advance, because I don't want to have my depression overtake me. Because if it let's face it, if it overtakes me, it's gonna get to the point where I don't want to record. I just shut down, and I get not lazy, but it's just that day's not my day. So I'm not gonna do it all the time, but look at little handsome. You see my little cat right here? Yeah, pimpin'. This is my favorite dude. This is one of my stress relievers right here. His name's Lamb Chop, but I don't like calling him that. I call him Meme. Look at this handsome little dude right here. Wanting all the attention and everything. Alright, back to what I was saying. If I can even remember. Oh jeez, look at him already. He's at my feet. At my feet wanting attention. There you go. So, I gotta remember now what I was saying. That's what I hate too about, my horrible memory. 1 second I know what I'm talking about, and the next second I don't even remember anything worth a damn. So, let's see. Oh, okay, I remember now. Yeah, so I'm gonna start recording videos in advance. Not all the time though, because I do want the Sunday Talks to be a genuine talk on a Sunday, that I made the same day, in a sense. I mean, there's probably people out there oh, you know what I mean? Sheesh. There's just the whole moral of the story is I want to have it wholesome. I want to make the video on a Sunday, publish it on a Sunday, you know what I mean? And just have it strictly a Sunday thing. Now, I do realize that there's nothing wrong with, the whole scheme of making a video before a Sunday and then publishing on Sunday. Some people genuinely have things to do. And that's just how life goes sometimes for me, you know what I mean? Especially with the way how crazy my life goes. 1 second, I probably have to, all the time in the world, and then the next second, I don't have time at all. Or, life just throws many curveballs at you. But you just gotta learn how to balance and how to adapt. You gotta learn how to live, you know what I mean? And I feel as if a lot of people don't know how to do that. But Trust me. In due time, and with enough patience, you definitely will get there. But you gotta understand that as well. You can't just drown in your sorrows, in a sense. From my own experience, I would battle very, very heavy with depression, and I wouldn't talk to anyone about it. You know what I mean? Because it's just hard. It's hard opening up to people. You know what I mean? It's one of my own personal issues. I've had it ever since I was little. Ever since I was like 4 years old. Started going to middle school. I didn't really make a lot of friends there. I didn't. You know what I mean? Boy, if I had to talk about like my middle school days, it's a whole can of worms. To be truthful though, I was scared to be judged in middle school. You know what I mean? I was very, very scared to be judged in middle school. I felt like if I was at my actual self, no one would really want to be my friend. So I decided to act like a whole different person, and in a sense as well, to hide my real self, because I'm scared of people judging me. And not even just that too, I'm scared of getting hurt again. Going to school, getting made fun of, bullied, all that stuff. It's really bad. You know what I mean? It's really horrible. It takes a big toll on you. Then you go home, to the abuse of your family. You know what I mean? And the fact that you don't have any friends at the time growing up, it's really rough on you. You know what I mean? And it has the potential to shape you into the man you are today, or woman, or you could let it define you in a sense. So I didn't let it define who I am, but I definitely took notes, learned my lesson, and I'm myself now. And I mean, I still got insecurities, of course, so I'm gonna be scared here and there being myself with people, but 80% of me is just like, I don't care what you gotta say about me, dude. I've heard so many bad things about me, like, rumor wise, or people talking dirt on my name, or people in a sense just don't like me, and that's something I recognized after middle school, beginning of high school, is that not everyone's gonna like you at all. You know what I mean? Even people who you think are your closest friends, you think that they'll like you and they'll be there for the rest of your life, but I guarantee you that something could happen, and they just might like not like you anymore. And as hard as it is to swallow, like the pill to swallow at times, it's the truth. I'm not saying oh, be scared of your best friend now. That's definitely not what I'm saying. But in my situation, let's say for that, right? I'll make an example. In middle school, I was very fake in a way. I had a fake personality, fake confidence. My humor was somewhat in the right place, but I was just scared to be myself in my interests, because I felt as if I was a nobody. I didn't have the nice clothes that everyone had. I didn't have no Jordans, no Nikes. My family was poor, so I didn't really have all the nice, cool, hip shit. You know what I mean? And I felt like I was ugly. Like I couldn't, I can't attract no females. And at my age in middle school at that time, I shouldn't have even really been worried about females like that, to be honest with you, because at my age back then, we're just kids, and females, at that age, they don't know what the fuck they want. Same thing with the dudes. You don't know what the fuck you want. You're that young. You haven't even explored the whole ocean yet. You've just dipped a toe in the pond and thought, she's the baddest one in the school. You look like a snack. I might pick you up. That's stupid. That's, you know what I mean? I feel stupid for doing that. But you know what I mean? I'm trying to prove a point. I felt as if, oh man, I don't have any of this, so I can't make friends. I don't have any of that, so I can't get someone to like me and go out with them. You know what I mean? I felt as if everything was materialistic in a way. I remember a lot of times where I would try to join in on the boy conversations and be like, oh yeah, I got an Xbox One too, I play GTA. I don't have that at all. In reality, I don't have that at all. I don't. You know what I mean? But I craved the sense of belonging and that's something I didn't have at home. That's something I didn't have really in friends either. So I desperately tried to seek the validation within, the people in my community, the people in my school. And it was very hard because I was an asshat, and if you're not yourself with people, you're not going to be respected. How are you going to be respected when you don't keep it 100 with someone? You know what I mean? That's like, let's say for example, I lie to you all the time, right? Do I deserve respect? No, because I don't tell you the truth. I'm not myself with you. I can probably act like a whole different person around someone, but when I'm with you, I'm a whole different guy. You don't know me at all. You know what I mean? So honestly, I would hide a lot of the truth. Now after middle school, man, what a rude awakening. A rude awakening, man. For the past 2 years of my last years of middle school, I'd love to say, like, in love with this one girl. I'm not gonna say her name or anything. It's not like you guys would know who she is anyway, but I'm not gonna like put her out like that out of like personal respect. Now, because of my insecurities, I let someone and rumors as well get in the way of our relationship, and me being the fragile ass guy that I was back then, I allowed it to affect our relationship, and I called it off. Now, whether or not the rumors were true, you will never know. You will never know. You can't go back in time, rewind it or something and just figure it out and pick a different path. Boy, if I could do that, I would pick different routes all the time. I probably wouldn't have any insecurities, because if I could keep rewinding, that'd probably give me some kind of, big sense of confidence. You know what I mean? But regardless of that, after I called it off with that girl, I felt so broken. You know what I mean? Because then I realized that I failed all my classes damn near, because I wanted to act all cool and you just be an asshole, a dumbass, so I come to realize, aside from breaking up with her, that all these dudes that I was trying so hard to impress, and I thought they were my friends, but the moment middle school ended, I realized that I did all that for nothing. They didn't really care about me like that. They didn't talk to me. They did nothing. You know what I mean? It hurt me a lot. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It put me back into a big hole of depression. Big hole. A lot of days I just wake up and I wouldn't even feel like breathing. Like, I felt like a waste of space. I just stay in my bedroom. You know what I mean? I wouldn't go to the bathroom. I wouldn't have the motivation to even shower. As disgusting as that is, I'm being straightforward. I'm being honest with y'all, I just felt like the piece of gum under your shoe after you walk a certain amount. You know what I mean? Like the lowest of the low. And I felt like I wasn't worth to even breathe in the world. I started losing these friends I thought I had in middle school one by one. My first friend that I lost was the one I thought was the closest to me. I'd hang out with him all the time. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say his name, but I'll call him K for short. He cut me off for a chick that eventually broke up with him. So the irony in that, and the karma in that, he dropped me for this chick that he barely knew. It was him first, and then it was my other friend, that we came to a disagreement and we stopped talking, and it was a very rude awakening to realize. It made me realize, like, I ruined a lot of my relationships because I act impulsively, and even aside from that, I'm scared to be alone. That's honestly my number one biggest fear. I'm scared to be alone, because growing up, that's all I ever was, and I don't want to ever feel like that again. You know what I mean? It's hard trying to talk about this kind of stuff, especially openly on camera, so I hope you guys bear with me on this. But it's really hard. It's hard. I mean, imagine if an adult seen this. Like, whoa, you're a kid. You don't know what depression means. Well, newsflash, buddy. Depression can affect all ages, and you can get depression in all ages too. Depression fucking sucks. You know, it really sucks. It's different for people too, but for me, from my experience, it sucks. I still have it. There's one day I wake up and I'm like, dude, I'm motivated, I'm packed, I'm doing videos, and I don't think about the bad things. I don't think about the worst outcomes. I don't overthink for once, and that's also my other flaws. I overthink too much, right? So, and then the next day I wake up and I start thinking very negative of myself. I start thinking, man, why do I even try to make YouTube videos? No one even fucking watches them. You know, I start thinking like, like, what's the point of making YouTube videos, dude? You know, you're ugly, you're not funny. You trying over here be a support line for people. You can't even help yourself. You know what I mean? And just bashing myself in my head. That's, to be honest though, that's a life lesson as well, is that you may have beef with someone or personal issues with someone, but they're not your enemy, man. Your worst enemy and your only enemy you could ever have is you. That's literally all it is. It sounds so stupid and cliche, but I swear, if I could meet the me that was depressed and like, you know, suicidal in middle school, I would, bro, I'd tell him all the stuff I know now. I wouldn't have to go through the same pain and the same sorrow that I had to back then. I probably would have been able to walk a different path. I probably wouldn't even be the me right now. I'd probably be in like a better situation right now. I'm not saying that I'm in a bad situation, but even if I was, there's, you know what I mean? It's not the worst. There's people who got it worse than me, you know what I mean? So I'm grateful for everything I got now anyway. That alone, you know, scarred me, and I'm still, you know, scarred very deep from it, but it taught me a lot. You know, I barely have any friends right now, to keep it like completely honest. You know what I mean? I don't talk to a lot of people, and part of it could be my fault. With my depression, I tend to shut down, and I just don't know how to reach out to people because I feel like I'm a bother. I feel like I bother people, so I don't want to be, you know, a nuisance nor a piece of trash, and, you know, bother someone, especially if they're having a good day. I don't want to do that. That's at least how I feel about it when I'm depressed. So I just leave them alone. Or there's times where I'm depressed and I just want to be alone. I just want to be left alone. You know what I mean? There's a lot of days I can feel good and I can feel bad, to sum it up. You know what I mean? And it's hard. But at the end of the day, you know, people can help you. People are overall an influential, you know, part of your life. They can impact your decisions, but at the end of the day, you're the only one that can really, you know, make that final decision yourself. Real shit, man. I wish someone would have told me that, like, when I was younger. I had to learn that myself the hard way, you know. Damn, this video's already at 18 minutes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Once I start talking, I go on and on and on and on. And yes, I still haven't even set up like a whole schedule yet for my video and like talk points and stuff. That's probably why this video was all over the place. So I apologize for that. I gotta start like making like a bullet point, you know, presentation of what I'm gonna talk about, like slides and stuff. You know what I mean? That way, maybe the video could be shorter and stuff, and, you know, all is beautiful in the world and whatnot. Anyway, I hope you guys have had a great Thanksgiving. If you guys need anything, I'm here as always. Whether I can make you laugh with my stupid gaming videos, or, you know, make you feel like you're understood and welcomed from, you know, the Sunday talks. Regardless, remember this. You are you. No one can take your identity from you, unless of course you allow it. So be your own character, stand out, don't be afraid to be unique. But most importantly as well, just love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, no one is ever going to love you more than you could. It may sound like stupid or self-centered, but trust me, man. Once you give loving yourself a try, no one can measure up. Nobody. No one knows you like you. Anyways, that's my little positive video for today. Remember, smoke grass, eat salad. Take care, guys. Love you all.